Legend Total War here, and today we've got a 7-year disaster battle playing as the Golden Order. I believe it's on very hard difficulty, and we've been ambushed. Now this army here, this is basically the worst nightmare situation because there is majority missile units in this army, and missile units are terrible with dealing with ambushes because they get right in your face immediately. You don't get a chance to use your ammo, which is their strength. Same thing for the artillery, especially for the artillery. Now, it largely depends on what their army composition is. If they've got a lot of artillery, a lot of missile units themselves, then they might hold back. But chances are they're just going to come in like a raging bull, even though they're rats, and they're just going to go straight into melee with us. So it's going to be pretty tricky. But because it's not on legendary difficulty, what we can do is the moment we have access to our army, hit the pause button, have a look at the situation, and try and make as wise decisions as possible. Which is not something I ever get to do on legendary difficulty. But the thing is, I very rarely get ambushed because I'm extremely cautious when dealing with Skaven. I mean, I do get ambushed every now and again, but just very rarely. This is, I don't know. Could be easy, could be difficult. We won't know until we get into it. We will see the balance of power. Alright, so like I said, just the moment we get control of it, hit the pause button, have a look at the situation. Okay, so the situation is, oh fuck, oh fuck, no wonder you can't win this. So he's got a little bit of a message here. It says in the email, hello Legend, can you save my ambush battle? I've fought it several times and I can't win. Yeah, it's because your army is literally like ambush bait. Oh shit, look at this coming in there. Alright, well, how are we going to deal with this? Well, I don't know if this guy's any good, apart from the fact that he's on a Pegasus. We got artillery there and there. If we could, let's see, what's the range on? They're gonna have to stand back a little bit. If I just have them turn about face and shoot, it's not gonna work. So we're gonna want this one here. Go wide, shoot into this one. Not shoot into it, charge into it. You charge into there. This is really just to buy our guys as much time as possible. And you. Hang on, let me just think here. We want this guy. He's actually in position where he could shoot right now. If we could shoot into those storm vermin. Just trying to think, how could we want to make use of him as much as possible before these guys overrun us. I've got to send the Demigryph Knights down here. I don't expect them to win. You come around to... So I'll have one of you come around over this way, and we'll try and take out the other Warp Lightning Cannon, because no one else is going to be able to do it. So you'll need to attack those Plague Monks. You'll need to attack the Storm Vermin Sword and Shield. I think these three are going to have to shoot... No, that's not in range. You have to stand back here. God, this is so cushy being able to pause battles. Still gonna be a fucking shit show as soon as I unpause it. You'll stand up there, get into guard mode. Okay, I don't really like how that's positioned. Okay, so the Free Company Militia, I think you should just, like, they don't do that much damage with their missile units anyway, and they're decent melee combatants. Hold the line as much as possible so that the missile units can, the other missile units can shoot. Like, I would really love to be able to shoot that Warp Lightning Cannon, but it's like just out of range. So the problem here is, like, if I send them up against the Storm Vermin, we will definitely lose in that engagement, and it'll be for nothing. But they're so close to us now. And they're going to be able to move a lot faster. Like, if we have a look at our speed, speed 30 as opposed to speed 38, we're not going to be able to get out of their way. Are you on Force March? No, but can't withdraw. It's gonna be... I don't know what we're gonna do about that. I'm surprised I've actually got units over there. Alright, I think I've done everything I can. I'm just not sure. Okay. Maybe just use the halberds first. Yeah, you charge into this one. You into that one. And have these two stand back here. And we'll just see. Alright, let's go. Everyone's got their orders. Carry them out. But you go take out the warp lightning cannon. Ugh, those bolt globadiers, they fuck you up. Demigryph Knights are not doing great. Doing horrible either. These guys are in position, so that's something. If we could lure a bunch of them over that way, that'd be okay. It's fine. This is actually good if they're shooting in there. I don't have a good target with the Hellstorm rocket battery. Good, you actually did your job. Alright, well that was kind of his job as well. I'm gonna put you on skirmish mode, just lure them away. Don't tell me they haven't been shooting this entire time. How you going for kills? Not well. No, I'll just leave you be. You need to get back in over here, help out your allies. What does this do? Okay. Unfortunately, like, their units are better than ours, so we kind of have to just bomb our own troops. Don't have a choice. Protect the Hellstorm rocket battery. Maybe they'll get a better chance to shoot later. Don't give me that obstructed fire. Shoot our own fucking men. It's his own damn fault that we got into this situation. Fucking, they're dead anyway. Shoot them.
Yes, sir. Quickly. Crossbowmen. No lingering.
Protect the missile units.
Yes, my lord. Sir.
Just, try and keep these Demigryph Knights alive. I'm sure you don't want to have to re-recruit them. Run them off the battlefield. You get in over here. You shoot this. I don't have much. I don't have a front line left to. Oh, hang on. Still got a couple of troops left. They're just about dead. But if we win, they're not dead. Come on. Just keep him in reserve. Want to win the battle. Actually, it looks like we've won the battle. Now we've just got to make sure our army doesn't die. I don't want to bomb that. I don't like killing my own troops. I do it only in the most desperate situation, which this is, kind of. So you're losing against that rat. Like I said, I didn't want to do this, but it's in a series of bad choices. That was the least bad choice, I think, to make. We have to hit them wherever their biggest clusters are. Do I want to send you back into combat? Because, like, the battle's almost over. Yeah, you get back over here. Shh. Okay, let's stop that. Do I have anything left over here? Where do I want to? Yeah, you should. Oh, those are Demigryph Knights. Get them out of there. Where did you go? Okay, no, that's fine. This over here is a bit of a concern. I'm gonna have to send you back in. You might get wiped out, but... Oh, hang on. Protect the Hellstorm rocket batteries. Probably more important. Alright, there's the army loss penalty. We won the battle, but... God-damn, man. Holy crap, that was a... That was a stress... That was a fucking stressful situation there. Alright, now let's run them down. Let's kill that general. Fuck him. Where'd he go? There he is.
Ready to serve.
Alright, so if I'm not mistaken, no units got wiped out of ours, which is the best that we can hope for. Because honestly, if we had taken fewer casualties, but like concentrated in the greatswords and area, I mean, you'd have to keep recruiting. I'm going to assume you're in friendly territory. You should always end your turns in friendly territory, if you can. Which could mean a great deal of replenishment. It can be a bit deceptive sometimes between like great victories and shit victories, based on what this says. Like, oh, you got a Pyrrhic victory, but if none of your units get wiped out and there's no other battles coming in, well, then we don't have much of a downtime. Whereas if you get a heroic victory, but half your army gets fucking annihilated and the other army doesn't get touched, that's actually really bad. There we go. Fucking prick. He was only rank 3, but still. Bastard.
No lingering. By your command. Sigma Corps. Taking position.
Oh yeah, definitely want to get rid of them warp lightning cannons. Don't let them come back.
General.
So I'll have a look at the situation and we'll see how disastrous it is. Looked like it was at about turn 145. And based on the save file, you got a lot of territory, so I don't think it's a disaster campaign. This was Clan, yeah, the Clan Mulder.
Send us out.
Cool. Alright, speed it up. So yeah, the Demigriff Knights didn't get wiped out. None of these guys got wiped out. Okay, I think the only unit that actually shattered was a Halberdier. Now, if I'm not mistaken, it had 11 troops left when it shattered. Which means it's not wiped out. And if that's the case, that is literally the best case scenario that we just achieved. Having our army completely intact, winning the battle, and you know, defeating the Skaven. Now, I don't know if you're in friendly territory or not. That's the only thing I'm concerned about. Because if it's in friendly territory, you're going to get like a decent portion of your army back. Probably not the full thing, because you don't have a warrior priest in here, so you're not going to get extra replenishment. Alright, let's see how that went. Yeah, so, I mean, it says that, but let's have a look at the situation. I'd say that's still 11 troops back. I'd say your army is still intact. No units lost. That really couldn't have gone any better. Because you were always going to take damage. I mean, that army was literally better than yours, and it was in a situation where it had an advantage, and we still managed to win. I tell you what, being able to pause at the beginning, and yep, look, none of our units got wiped out, not one. This is looking nice. I don't think it's a disaster campaign at all. Yeah, you're probably gonna need replenishment. Again, I'm gonna. Okay, it was white, so that means you're not in Allied territory. Well, let's just have a look at the situation, and I'll then hand it back to you, I suppose. Alright. Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame. You weren't in friendly territory. But, like I said, no units were wiped out. And I guess what we could do is finish the job here. Alright, I'll fight this manually. And I'll put them in put them in Tempelhof. And that way they can get some rest afterwards. So we just need to make sure that none of our units here get wiped out. This is just a cleanup job here. And then within about 2-3 turns they're at full strength. And you can recruit those other 2 units that you might need. Okay, this is not the best map to be fighting on, but let's see here. Probably just want to focus on the missile units shooting, because they lost all of their missile units. Keep the melee units out of it. You're not in too bad shape. You know what? It actually might have been better if I didn't kill the enemy general. Because they just got another one for free. And it wasn't exactly a good general. And these two can come over here straight up and shoot him in the face. It might be better as well if... Because what might happen is sometimes they have a tendency of shooting our own troops. They're not going to get to us. It's not going to happen. So yeah, this is very hard. Yeah, it is very hard difficulty. So the only difference between here and legendary difficulty is the ability to pause and slow motion. Apart from that, oh, and restrict camera. Apart from that, battles are just as difficult on legendary. Campaign, not so much. It is significantly easier. Very hard compared to legendary. If they get close to sending the general, just lock them down. But I don't think they will. We got enough firepower here to just kill them before they get close. Oh, this is... Okay, that's actually a little bit from... Alright, like I said, get in there. That wouldn't have done anything. Alright, I don't actually need to be in combat with him. I just wanted to pull them away. Oh my god. Imagine if I lose the general at this point here. Nah, I'll get him out. I'll get him out. Just gotta, like I said, because our army's in really bad shape. Just need to make sure we don't lose any units. So even though the balance of power is in our favor, losing a unit would be the worst thing that could happen here. Even if it ends up giving us another stupid, like, Pyrrhic victory. Just make sure the army's intact. That's why it couldn't be auto-resolved, because it would definitely nuke some of our units. Alright, that's cool. Alright, well that's that army's second defeat, so it's definitely wiped out. We don't need to run it down. Zero losses, so that's good. And so I think they've earned a little bit of a rest, bit of R&R at Tempelhof after that. After getting ambushed against a superior army and still winning. There we go. And there you go, you got some good stuff in there. And he's got some levels up, put in there, and you'll be... that's some serious downtime, actually. 6 turns until that one's replenished. Well, whatever. You can figure it out from there. Anyway, that's the end of this one, guys. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you've learnt something in regard to ambushing. And generally speaking, when dealing with Skaven, don't get ambushed as much as possible, because it is very dangerous to get ambushed by them. But apart from that, it all worked out. Anyway, that's the end of this one, and I'll see you next time, fuckers.